for the next 90 days, go to work every single day. And by that 90 days, if you're not making a $10,000 a month income, then fucking quit. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to make $10,000 a month as a car salesman. Everybody wants to make $10,000 a month. $10,000 a month is usually the stepping stone and the beginning of you changing your life. But a lot of people, they never seem to get to $10,000 a month. But why is that? $10,000 a month, guys, is very fucking easy if you do what I'm about to tell you right now. And there's no secret to it. But if you don't want to listen to the things that I'm saying, and if you don't want to implement these things, you'll never get to 10K a month. But if you do, if you decide, I'm going to listen to this guy. I'm going to listen to this guy who came from nothing, who was just like you, who started at the very bottom, who was completely broke, but is now making close to almost $300,000 a year. If I'm going to take advice from a guy who's actually been in the same shoes as I am, I think I might be able to do this. So guys, listen up. Make sure you have your notebook out. Make sure you take some notes, because this could be the video that could potentially change your life. So let's start off with it. If I want to make $10,000 a month, what are the things that I would do? I'm going to go over these 5 points with you today. And the first one is going to be invest in myself. Guys, if somebody had told this sooner to me, I would have done this right away. The number one thing that you can do to making $10,000 a month is make an investment. On who? On you. You need to invest in yourself, because you are the person that is going to get you to this dream income. Don't invest in the stock market. You don't have any money. You're freaking broke. Stop saving money on the side. You don't have enough money to save. You need to be investing that money. And instead of investing that money in the stock market, the best person that you can invest this money in is yourself. Jim Rohn said, it's not about who you are, but it's about who you are becoming. If you invest in yourself, you'll be able to produce a higher income, because you're going to acquire skills. And the number one thing that you're going to do is you're going to acquire the mindset. Now, how can you invest in yourself? You can invest yourself by buying books. There's tons of books out there. I'm not going to recommend any in this video, but guys, books are one of the best ways that you can invest in yourself. You can basically gain 30 years of experience within 8 hours by picking up one book. And from who? By some of the greatest people in the world. Imagine you can digest the wisdom of Socrates and Plato. Imagine you can digest the wisdom of Jim Rohn. And you know who Jim Rohn is? Jim Rohn was the mentor of Tony Robbins. Jim Rohn was a mentor of Ed Milet, Patrick Bet-David. He was a mentor of most of the people that you see online. Imagine picking up some of his books and digesting his experience. How different would you be? How different would you talk? Do you think you'd make a little bit more money? Of course you would. What else can you do? Training. I'm going to tell you right now, you should invest in training. You want to make $10,000 a month? Take 5 or 10% of your paycheck and invest it in yourself. Invest it in some sort of training. And the one that I would recommend is sales training. Okay? You need to get better at sales. Obviously, that's why you're not closing deals. Books is going to do it for you for mindset, but training is going to do it for you for sales. The other thing that you can do is find a mentor, somebody to hold you accountable. Look, you want to make $10,000 a month fast, really quickly. Best thing that you can do is learn from somebody who's been in your shoes before. The best thing that you can do is learn from somebody who's been in your shoes before and who already has gotten to where you want to go. That is called mentorship. Find a mentor, whether it's in your dealership, whether it's outside of your dealership. But these are some of the best ways that you can invest in yourself, guys. And I'm telling you right now, the best investment that you'll ever make is in yourself. My second point, make a decision. A lot of people these days, they have issues making decisions, or they're what you call flip-floppers. They make a decision and they always go back on it. They decide, you know what, I'm going to work so hard. I'm going to work 30 days in a row. And they end up working 5 days. They call in sick because they didn't feel like it. I'm going to go to the gym today. I'm going to go a 90-day plan. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to eat clean. And what happens? They last 2 fucking days. You know what the issue is? A lot of people these days, they cannot make a decision and stick to it. I'm begging right now, as a brother, if you want to be successful and you want to make $10,000 a month, I urge you, make a decision. And I'll make a decision for you right now. I will make it for you right now. For the next 90 days, go to work every single day. That's it. For the next 90 days, go to work every single day. And by that 90 days, if you're not making a $10,000 a month income, then fucking quit. At least you know in 90 days that this business is not for you. But you know what also could happen in the next 90 days? In the next 90 days could set you up for the next 5 years. Just by you sacrificing 90 days of your life, you could set yourself up for the next 5 years. So are you willing to do that for 90 days? Some of you guys have been struggling for the last 10 years, for the last 5 years, and nothing's changed. Body is the same. Mindset is the same. Bank account is the fucking same. You know why? Because you can't make a decision. But I'm telling you right now, I'm making the decision for you. If you just go to work every single day in car sales for the next 90 days, you will make $10,000 a month. You know why? Because when I went to work 35 days in a row, that was my streak. 35 days in a row, we were open 7 days a week. A lot of you guys might be closed on Sundays. But for 35 days in a row, I went to work. And that's when I cracked my $10,000 a month income. Why? Because I started learning so quickly. Because I was training. I was reading the right books. I was learning sales. I had a mentor. And then I fucking made a decision. I was so sick and tired of my life. I made a decision. I said, I'm going to go to work every single day or I am going to die trying. And that is exactly what I did. Some of you out there, you need to make a decision. Just fucking make a decision. Either you're in or you're out. But stop playing it half-ass. Number 3, if I were you and I wanted to make $10,000 a month as a car salesman, you know what I would do? I would start being a little bit more greedy. Stop being so nice. Stop being nervous about taking all the leads. Stop being nervous of taking all the walk-ins. Are people going to start complaining about you? Yes, they will. But you know who people never complain about? The people that are losers. The people that are sitting at the bottom. When you are doing nothing, nobody talks about you. When you start doing something, that's when people actually start talking about you. So the fact that people are talking about you is not a bad thing. That means you're actually finally doing something with your life. So start being a little bit more greedy. I want you to start taking every fucking lead that you can. I want you to start taking as many walk-ins as you can. Does that mean you start burning through walk-ins? No, that is not what that means. That is actually counterintuitive. That's why you're going to experience burnout. But what I mean is you just need to be a little bit more aggressive. At your dealership right now, are people making it to reception without somebody saying hi to them? If they are, that's a huge fucking opportunity for you. Okay? Nobody should be making it to reception without a salesman saying hi to that client. Imagine you walking to a store. Don't you fucking hate it when you walk into the store, reception is all the way at the back, and you're looking for a salesperson to help you out, and nobody says hi, and then you have to go to reception and say, hey, can I get somebody to help me out? That is so super annoying. I'm telling you right now, there's nothing wrong with you being more aggressive. My next point, write down your goals. I want you to write down your goals. I want you to write them down like you've already achieved them. So, if your goal is to make $10,000 a month, what you're going to write down is that I currently make $10,000 a month in car sales. This is how you want to write down your goals. You want to write them down like you have already achieved them. Because remember, this is you pulling your future closer to yourself. And this is what I learned to my mentor. He said, your dreams and goals are out there and you want to pull them closer to you. How can you do that? By writing down your goals like you've already achieved them. If you do this one thing and you read your goals, obviously every morning you're going to be writing down your goals. But if you also reread these goals every night before you go to sleep, for the next 90 days, your whole life will fucking change. Last but not least, one of the most important things that you got to do is you got to make sure you're at the right dealership. Okay? If you're not at the right dealership, sometimes your performance can be hindered. Paycheck can also be capped. You got to make sure you're at the right dealership. What does your used car inventory look like? I would recommend you working at a dealer that has a fairly large used car inventory. I would recommend working at a dealer that allows you to sell new and used cars. That old strategy of you having a used car department, you having a new car department, I will tell you right now, I wouldn't recommend working at a dealership like that. Because I can't tell you how many times I've had a customer walk in for a used car and I switched them to the new car. Okay? Now, if you have this used car, new car department going on, sometimes you can't sell a new car right away because you got to drive down the street or you got to pass this client off to somebody else. I would recommend you work at a dealership that gives you both of the options at the same time at the dealership with no strings attached where you're able to sell new and used cars. Also, make sure you're working for a dealership that has a larger used car inventory. All right, guys? If you follow these 5 steps that I told you, this could be the video that is going to change your life, that is going to change your career, and is going to get you ready for some of the wildest times you're about to experience in your life. If you got some value from this video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.